Well, really proud of my guys. They've just battled all year long, and now 28 regular season wins. You know, it's pretty difficult at a place like this to do something that hasn't been done or tie something that's been done that's a milestone. And 28 regular season wins ties the most ever. So this has been a special team already through the regular season that I'm awful proud of. And there was a lot of emotion in this game, and I've been a part of a lot, 26 now, senior days. And anytime you're a part of the emotion, and I told the guys this, it just means you're invested, because if there's no emotion, you're not very invested in it. And I think you saw a lot of that today, is that I've just got a group of guys that, even though there's 3 seniors that we're awfully proud of and 2 senior managers, it's really a team. You know, that team isn't going to play in Pauley again. And so they can see these endings of things. And when you've got a team that's so invested like this team, that emotion comes out. And I'm obviously very, very proud of our seniors. They've been tremendous throughout their careers. Gerald has gone from competing on the women's team to walking on to our team to earning a scholarship this year. Really gave him a scholarship to say thank you for what he's done in the classroom, because he's just been excellent in the classroom since joining our team. Bryce and everything that he's been able to accomplish and not waver. That's been the thing I'm probably most proud of, is no matter what's been thrown at him, he's never wavered from doing what he does best, and that's be a great leader, be a great teammate, and do everything he can to help his team. And both he and Isaac has been phenomenal. Had to give up a year to come here. Both Isaac and Bryce were really a couple of our first guys on campus when we took over here. Isaac's 98 or 99 games and all starts speaks volumes of his consistency and what he's been able to do in his career. So Bryce and Isaac have meant a great deal to our program, not just what they have done on the court, but what they've done off the court, how they've handled themselves. Tremendous Christian young men that get it and serve others and do what they do very humbly. And so very appreciative of what our seniors have done, and very appreciative of what this team has done, because it's not easy in today's era to go 28-3 and do the things that this team's done. And we're going to give them 2 days off. Sunday and Monday will be off. And then we come back Tuesday mentally, physically fresh and ready to attack this postseason, get TJ back healthy, and excited about what we do moving forward.
What was that to see Bryce walk across the court before the game? It seemed like he got pretty emotional there. Yeah,
that's hard. You know, I probably should be done talking about it now, but just for my sake. But it's just hard. That's always a tough thing, and not just Bryce. I think it was the managers that hit me first, and Grant's Bryce's roommate, Johnny, who we call Belichick because he's from Boston and he's a huge Patriot fan. I think I went 2 years before I knew his name was Jonathan, because I just called him Belichick for 2 years. You get invested with these managers too, because they're here when players aren't. They're here in the gym when coaches are setting things up behind the scenes. The managers we're having senior stuff in our nutrition room, and I just talked to all of them, and the managers are in there getting that room ready. They just do all the behind scenes. So kind of hit me even when those guys came at me. And then you got Gerald, Isaac, and Bryce. It's the Hamilton family I've gotten to know since I moved here, and it's an incredible family. And Mom made me a German chocolate cake, so Mrs. Hamilton, the day her son signed here, she brought me a German chocolate cake, and I get one now in his last regular season game. So they've been a phenomenal family. And then to have all of our family here, we've got a lot of family and friends and former players, teammates and stuff that are in. So it's a very emotional time, because again, I know how much they've invested in it. I know the hours that they have spent in Pauley shooting and working on their game and just getting better. And that's what's been fun to see, because both Bryce and Isaac have really improved each year that they've been here.
I wanted to ask about the conference tournament now. as you look ahead, you've won the conference tournament and gotten the Sweet 16 and also gotten there not having won it. How important is it to have a good showing in the conference tournament? Is it important to go out there and try to win that?
Oh, there's no question, and that's why we gave our guys 2 days off. We don't play till Thursday, so we've had a long stretch here. So hopefully, giving them 2 days off, they can get rest, because we are nicked up a little bit. So just to get away from it, I think more mentally than anything. We've won 9 straight games. That's hard in this league. So our guys have done some tremendous things. I want them to get away from it, and I think they're going to be really energized coming back, because, as I told them, you got 2 postseason tournaments now. You're guaranteed 1 game to play 3, and you're guaranteed in the next tournament 1 game to play 6. And we've had a lot of success on neutral floors. I think we're 5-0. I think we're undefeated on neutral floors this year. So now we go back to what happened in the non-conference season. We can look back at what we did on neutral floors, and our guys can see that. The gym we're getting ready to play in, we've played in. We beat Ohio State in there. So we're one of the few teams in the league that have played a game in there. So we know it's going to be a grind. We know it's going to be a lot of fun. It should be a great run. Obviously, Oregon, Arizona, and I can congratulate them for co-champs and ourselves. I think those 3 teams have really done a lot of good things in this league, and now you're going to have some teams that are going to our tournament fighting to get into the next tournament, and that's going to be a lot of fun, because I think the top 3 teams in the league are going to get everybody's absolute best shot before we get to the weekend. So I think our guys will be very excited about this, but it's always good when you get a chance to play a tournament before the national tournament to continue a streak that you're on.
You guys have maintained some pretty historic offensive numbers this whole season now, this whole regular season. How good do you feel about your style of play going into tournament play?
Well, I love it. We got a little bit stagnant tonight because I thought, for the first time in a long time, and we haven't been without TJ all year. And I thought GG did a lot of good things for us. He competed like crazy. I thought everybody had a lot of good minutes tonight, but it was just different. We haven't had to play that way for a while, and I thought defensively, we were really good. I thought we defended them much better than we did up in Pullman. And this was really when the streak started. So that was a positive. Offensively, we haven't shot 44% much this year. So we didn't make a lot of shots. But again, 22 assists on 27 made field goals. That's who we are. And another game where we have less than 10 turnovers. So I obviously love where we are offensively. We get TJ back. That gives us obviously a huge weapon. And then defensively, we've grown a lot. Our efficiency defensively was like 96.5, and I'm guessing we made our defensive efficiency tonight of 95. So it's getting better, and we're going to need that as now we get into postseason. So feel very, very good where we're at. Got to get TJ healthy. I'll feel a lot better when he's healthy. But we get a healthy TJ back, then we're feeling pretty good about things.
You mentioned the 87 Indiana championship team in relation to this one. Do you see some similarities with those 2 teams?
Well, we've got more shooters on this team, but both of those teams were offensive minded. That I think grew as the year went along. Defensively, it's been 30 years, so I don't know exactly. It's hard to remember all those things, but we were a very good shooting team, and we took advantage of the 3-point line, and this team's been doing that. We were a team that valued the ball, assist-turnover ratio, and grew defensively as the year went along. But when we didn't have conference tournaments when I played, so we went right from the regular season of beating Ohio State at home, winning a Big Ten championship, right into the national tournament. It's a little bit different here. Now you go to a conference tournament before you go to the national tournament. So the seasons are a little bit longer, but those teams were very similar in that you're leaving regular season on a streak and playing well.